Hello, welcome everybody to Blockchain Behind the Scene. I'm Ivy, your host. Now, this is the first episode of this series, and it's a pilot episode. Well, the motivations for me to do this is because um, I have been getting questions when I post some videos on the YouTube talking about blockchain developer, what you need to learn, and people were asking, "Can you teach me?" Um, of course, I can, but there is a lot in blockchain development, and you don't have to do it yourself. So before I know what exactly you want to learn, then I can know whether it's something that I can teach you. Well, it has been only me that have been discussing the topic, and I think why don't I just invite other developer or other people that have been working in the blockchain company or industry or the projects to share with you their experience so you know better and you don't have to just hear it from me. Now, if I'm going to invite people here to share with you the information, I have to invite this person first because he is the person that uh, always be my sounding board when I was still working in them. When I have anything I want to discuss, I always think of him and have discussions with him. So, of course, today I have to invite him here, and he is Anthony Law, the developer from Simple. And let's hear from him. Hi, Anthony. Anthony, you are mute. Say hi.
Hello, Ivy. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello,
Hello,
guys.
Anthony. Welcome here
Thanks.
on
Thanks to having me
Blockchain
here.
Behind the Scene.
Yeah. Thank you for welcome.
Okay,
Thank you
before
for
we start,
inviting me here.
all right. Before we start, can you just give us a little bit more of introduction? I might not do the justice in introducing you, even though that I know we have been working together for some years. So yeah, give us a short introduction about yourself.
Hello, guys. My name is Anthony. Working on this symbol thing industry, and yeah, just a developer. Hello.
Okay, all right. Let's just go right into some questions that I think the audience could be interested. At least I would be interested as well. Can you just let us know that how you get into this industry, how you get to work in blockchain?
Um, yeah. It's it's long story.
We
So
have time.
so let's say about the blockchain. Yeah. About blockchain is that in 2017 I heard about Bitcoin, but I not really look deep because what I understand is Bitcoin is another stock market, buy and sell. So not really get into dive deep inside, to understand the technology. Then until is November 2017, I have a friend who are asking me, do you interest build some freelance project? Just start from the POC. So I said, yeah, sound interesting. What is that project? What is detail? So he was telling me that he wants to build a cryptocurrency wallet, and one of the currency support is XEM, XEM is from that. So this is the journey how I'm start looking on the blockchain to understand what is the technology and how the thing. So yeah, so this is the how I'm to start do a lot of research about actually Bitcoin is not equal blockchain, and Bitcoin is using blockchain technology and the network, this kind of thing. And since one of my tasks is to to build put the in the wallet. This is why I'm start looking on NAM, looking on NAM support. So during the NAM support, we have this Telegram channel. So this is how I start, study on. So you may be interested, question it how I can work inside NAM, right? So actually, this is also one
Yes.
of the opportunity. I was asking, yeah, I was asking the question in the NAM community Telegram because I face a lot of the problem or the issue about the coding because when to build a POC, so I was asking around the error I faced in the source code in the NAM community. So I got a lot of feedback to fix it, and everyone sharing their idea or maybe some issue they faced before. And yeah, this is how I'm start to getting more understand about what is NAM, how how the NAM blockchain work, and somehow that I found out in Malaysia that is that they want to do something in Malaysia, NAM Malaysia Center. So this get me um interested. Then I was just they have any job opportunity work in them. So yeah, yeah, this is a this is I got a response from the guy Shintat. I'm not sure whether you guys know about him, but it's 2018, it's years ago. And yeah, so this is how I join them.
All right. Thank you. Actually, let me just summarize the point here. I got one gem over here is, if you want to get into work in any blockchain project, do join the community, ask a lot of questions and get noticed, and it might land you a job. Just to share a little bit, basically, I kind of like get the job about the same way as well, though I do not uh, go into the Telegram and ask a lot of questions, but I go around the meetup and meet a lot of people in the space, and I get to know Shindat as well, and that's how I get into NAM as well. So I think the common person here is Shindat over here. I think he might be sneezing now that we are mentioning him. All right. So just a little bit more. So after you get into NAM, how is it like what kind of job scope that are you working on, and how it goes on to be what you are working now? Just briefly tell us what kind of job you have done and what you are doing now.
Yeah, yeah. This is interesting. Actually, I'm a developer, back engineer in to working on some project in a company. And when I get the job for the NAM, actually, they are telling me they need a trainer, but not developer. So the main thing is doing to train more people to using NAM, how to to using a NAM technology in their company. Uh, think of I in the job. Yeah, because as a trainer, you must have the coding or programming knowledge. you not use it often because the method for you is to training or telling people to solve their problem using the NAM technology. So from in my opinion, actually it's not a bad idea because when you're doing training or you become trained, basically you will study harder, understand about NAM, and you can share technology, the knowledge to the people. Yeah. So I think after NAM changing the direction, so changing the vision, and this is how I pivoted from trainer to a software developer. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, I think that NAM working in NAM is not your first job, definitely. So, can you share with us that what of the skills that you learned or you have been using before working in NAM that is transferable in your current job?
Yeah. From before I joined NAM, basically I writing the source code is using VB.NET. It's pretty old language. And when come to the NAM, basically most of the thing is in JS, JavaScript. But as programmer, no matter what kind of language you are using, it's too hard for you to learning and to pick up the language because most of the common is like design pattern, best coding practice. This it's all stuff, but just apply in the different syntax. But yeah, so all can still can be reused.
All right. If I may summarize, you mentioned that all those concepts and how to solve a problem using code, all these things is basically a common idea that it can still be applied. It doesn't matter what kind of programming language to use. And you have been using mostly JavaScript now, right?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Okay. Okay. All right. Just now you have mentioned that you did some you have been doing trainings as well as like now you are more on to software development. Can you share with us that what kind of project that you have handled?
Right. Actually, in right now in Simple, there's a lot of applications using JavaScript or using a TypeScript. Basically, we want to try to get to TypeScript so the project more honestly, because they have a type safe for the TypeScript. And actually, in them, we are quite dynamic. We are helping the project if any place is needed. But most the thing I handle now actually is more related on the web application or the SDK library. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, now you have been with NAM for about like 4 years now. Along these years, what do you think is the most challenging things? I mean, it's like not necessarily have to be the coding part or software development part of anything that you find that it's the most challenging things that you have faced.
Mm, um, I can see myself most of the time is in the coding. So so for most challenging part of coding, I think it's like it's recently I was on this our new SDK TypeScript new SDK library. So so for me the, you know this simple SDK actually is very friendly for the developer because a lot of complicated logic are wrapped in this SDK. So I used to use a lot SDK for the symbol to build on education application, but today I have to build the library. I have to build the SDK. So this is a thing that I try to look on the SDK. Basically, inside have a lot of serialized, deserialized data by cryptography, verification. It's something don't see every. So I spend some time, just to understand how to serialize data and how to deserialize data. Put into the blockchain and grab out from just retrieve from the block. So I think this is maybe it's challenging. I meet for now.
All right, thank you. I think the line is a little bit lagging, not so stable, and that is the reason why that also you can't really let us see your face. But I do catch what you're trying to say. So do let me
Yes.
summarize a bit. And if I do not get it correctly, you just mention it. Okay. So what Anthony was mentioning just now is the challenging part that like he is starting to do now is to write the library, and the part that is writing the library was so the most challenging part would be relating to the cryptography, serializing the data and deserialize it. Because all this is needed because in blockchain, I'll just take the opportunity to explain a little bit is in the blockchain, cryptography play an important role in the security, and this what he is doing is quite an important part. So Anthony, I hope that I summarize whatever you are trying to tell the audience. Yeah.
Yes. You got it right.
Okay. I think that like after that, after all this year, I do kind of like tally a little bit and knowing what you're trying to say. Yeah. Okay. The next questions. What's the most fulfilling task? Like now that like you have been working in them for years and have handled quite a number of tasks, what is the most fulfilling tasks that things that you have done that you feel so happy after doing it?
Mhm. Definitely is Symbol Explorer. Very proud of that. I spend a lot of time on this Symbol Explorer and a lot of effort to build it. And I believe Explorer is very important for the blockchain protocol, and everyone have to use and to view event happening inside the blockchain. So and without without looking on everyone just you know I Explorer is very you if you look on side it's very complex, right? Even everything is in binary, but after you have the Explorer, basically you are readable. Everyone can just look on it, happen what thing happen in the blockchain. Yeah. So yeah,
Thank you. And
I think this is I feel more satisfied on it.
yeah, thank you. And I do agree with that. The Explorer looks good and that is very useful and it's really important. It's like you are the translator that translate all the informations that kept in the blockchain so that other people can read it. So without it, we are kind of like looking at some a book that is in other language. We are not going to understand it. So yep, that is next questions. What are you working now and what you wish to work on next?
Mhm. Um, if if you guys have follow the symbol Discord or Discord channel or the Twitter from the symbol. A lot of discussions, idea it being discussed in the channel, and there is some interesting project currently working on in NFT market related. It's called Garage. Basically, what we want to solve the on-chain solution. So everyone who are using Symbol, yeah, you can mint your NFT with the on-chain art. Yeah.
All right. And let me summarize again. And what you're mentioning is like now you're working on an NFT project that allow people to mint their NFT and store the NFT on chain as compared to some that might not be storing on chain, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. You're right.
Okay. So now, if this is completed, do you have any wish list that you want to work on, like to build something else on the on chain?
Yes. It's another one from the community project. I think there are coming something like metaverse, something like that. Is something cool, 3D stuff. So it's also have been discussed in the Discord channel actually, and yeah, after I think NFT stuff sorted, then definitely want to do something diverse.
Okay, cool. So you either can be looking into something like Ready Player One or probably be Neo in the in the Matrix. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Now, okay. Well, a lot of people would like to get into becoming a blockchain developer or a blockchain applications developer. Do you have any advice for them that what they should learn, or what other skills other than programming language that they need in order for them to get into this industry, or at least uh, or like build something great from your experience?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, blockchain industry is very because blockchain is still new. The industry is still new. There's a lot of still a lot of opportunity in this space. So I definitely encourage anyone who have interested in this industry have a look, because blockchain industry is very powerful. Um, Everything most I can say most of the thing is open source and the code. So we can see that I believe I read somewhere it's mentioned we have Web 1.1, Web 1.0 is it's just a website built by developer. So what you can do on Web 1.0 is just reading, right? Just a HTML, just read. And when the web go to Web 2.0, so you can see that in the Web 2.0 industry, which means right now, you can see there's a lot of content creator, right? They have the web application, they have the website, but allow you to build the content, right? So that all the content information actually is owned by the company, right? The tech giant. And now in the new generation, Web 3.0, I believe this is what blockchain industry are. And all everything decentralization, ownership, resistance, and transparency. So yeah, definitely, I will encourage everyone cooking. So for my advice, Right now you can see that that's most of the blockchain project or protocol project that the Discord server. So I encourage that, you know, which kind of project you are interested, you should, you know, join their Discord server. You can get more information about the project, learn more about what is a culture, and have a conversation or discussion with the community member. So example in Symbol, we have called SimCity, SYMCITY, SimCity. So definitely, I welcome you to join the server, the Discord server. So yeah, we can have more discussion, understand the culture, and for the developer, I actually this is not difficult for you to get into the industry. So a lot of people are telling the chain is very difficult to understand. It's something hard to get in, but actually blockchain is difficult. I For the developers, I was suggest using that project. You can think of idea you have, start to a project and coding while learning. If you have any questions, you have any blockers, you always can looking for help in the community. Just get in the Discord, go in some channel help, and everything is free because community is powerful. Whatever you're asking, someone who have the same question, same problem, they may provide the solution for you. So yeah, this is a perspective I can I share with you guys as a developer. Um, for the people who are not in tech, you also no need to worry about that because that you also can using your specific or professional knowledge, right, to build something on the project. And not necessarily we say coding skill, but if you like, definitely first step for you is anything. No matter what language, actually doesn't matter. Just see which one you are comfortable. And yeah, I hope and have fun in this blockchain industry in the future.
Okay, thank you. Let me summarize again and see if I can get what you say. Because the line is a bit lagging over there. And first, I think I got the point is to get to learn and to know about the industry, join the Discord or any project that you like. And secondly, start to have a POC or start to code the project that like you want to do. It doesn't matter that if it's very simple or anything, just start doing it. Start by learning is very good. Thirdly, you doesn't have to be a programmer to or technical people to be working in this industry because you need many others people in promoting the technology. So this is the 3 points I get from what you said just now. And for those people who are interested to find out all those Discord channel that Anthony just mentions, I'm going to get from him and then I will just put it down in the descriptions. Anthony, anything you want to add from whatever I have summarized?
No, you got it perfectly.
Okay, I think before we end, just want to ask one last question is if I want to ask you like one incident that happens during the whole journey when you're working in blockchain, because as I understand, other than the first project that your friend asking you to build a wallet, NAM has been the company that you're working in for the blockchain for all this time. Yeah. So tell me one incident that is like, you is really memorable for you.
Pardon, I didn't get the question. I think I can't hear you well. Can you repeat again?
Okay. Yes. Can you tell us what is one very memorable incident throughout your blockchain journey?
Um, mm, maybe that is a funny thing is that I mentioned about the blockchain project, right? In the end, the project is not even built because my friend just disappeared, and it's just like no longer bring out kind of project again. But yeah, but and I'm spend more time in them rather than build the project.
All right. I think that like what you're trying to say here is to that uh, it doesn't matter that where you start, like wherever you can get to here is more important. And the reason that I'm asking you these questions because I do have my memorable moment to share over here, and I just kind of like want to hear from you also. But I just want to share my kind of memorable moment working in this industry is when the time when I see my name in the first block of Simple Blockchain. That is some very memorable moment for me because the first block nobody can actually put in any informations there except for those for the developer who started the first block. So in able to get your name inside the first block, I mean, because you have like contributed to the project, is something I find is memorable. I think it's the same for you as well. At least that is something that is worth mentioning about.
Yeah. I think I almost forget about this one. Yeah. You're right. You're
Okay,
right. That is a great one.
right.
Yes, that is an nemesis block. Yes.
Yes, because like you can't do it yourself. Definitely, I mean, it's like it definitely have to come from the person who initiate the first block. And imagine your name is being mentioned in the Genesis block of Bitcoin. That would be like almost kind of like impossible things, and only Satoshi Nakamoto be able to do that, and he decided to put in the news of about the bank in there. Okay, I think that is pretty much what I want to, the
Yep.
questions I have for you. Other than this, um, if you have anything else you want to add, anything at all, even if you want to tell us that when is your birthday, it's also okay.
Um, I'm actually very good people. So why don't you just start the topic?
Sorry.
I mean, you can start the topic. You can start the topic because I'm very quiet people.
I think that like it comes from most of the developer and kind of a camera shine, but it's okay. It is good that like you come here to share with others. So if there is nothing else that you other than the questions I asked that you want to share with the audience, I think I will say thank you very much for being here, and well, I'll see you next time. And when you have other things, probably your new project to share with us, then I'll see you here again. Other than that, thank you very much for answering to my invitations, and bye. And to the audience, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for reading. If you do have any questions that you would like to ask, or any other topic you would like me to cover, you may put it into the comment area and I will pick it up, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.